If you look at the history of this racetrack, it was once asphalt. It was still high bank, but they made the move to concrete after a very interesting 1990 race.
Today, live from Bristol International Raceway in Tennessee, the Valleydale Meets 500 Winston Cup race.
I was working in the ESPN broadcast booth that day, and at Bristol that day, the racing wasn't your typical Bristol racing.
Here's a battle for the lead again as Ernie Irvin has decided he wants to take back the lead. Jeff Bodine hangs on, and Ernie Irvin is going to spin down the backstretch.
They had put some sealant on the track, and that sealant had caused some really treacherous track conditions.
Oh, it's crash coming out of turn number 2 again. This time it's Bill Elliott slamming the inside wall.
It was basically a one-groove track. I think the track was breaking up in places, and if you got out of the groove, you were going to spin.
Look at Dale Earnhardt in third place, and Earnhardt spins coming off too.
Same exact spot as and he hits it real hard to the rear of the car.
Well, we've heard all week about the racetrack. We're not going to blame that, but certainly we are seeing some unusual situations here as Dale Earnhardt, who you don't see spin very often, loses it coming off corner number 2.
Asphalt would come up during the race.
Oh, we have Darrell Waltrip in a hard crash in turn 3.
Which was incredibly difficult circumstances to race under, because you would have, you know, loose gravel on the racetrack, especially out of the groove.
Left part of your screen, you see that light-colored asphalt? That is extremely slippery. No one is able to run down there.
There isn't a race driver in the world that should have to race under these conditions. These conditions are ridiculous. We really, I guess, probably shouldn't even be out there.
And now we go back into the pack and watch the number 28 car of Davey Allison.
Well, track position is everything on this racetrack.
I remember that race very vividly. There at the end, they had a caution. A lot of the guys opted to come in and pit, and my dad looked at like all the guys on the crew, and everybody said, "Stay out, stay out."
Davey was pitting on the backstretch that day, and the guys that pitted on the back were at a severe disadvantage.
Davey Allison, I'll bet you he never went into pits at all.
You're right, Dick. He didn't. He stayed out there, and that gave him the lead, and he's doing a good job of keeping the lead.
As the race wound down, it happened to set up for a great classic finish.
The white flag is out. One more lap to go. Let's see what happens on the last lap. Again, it is Davey Allison.
Oh, Sterling Marlin
spins off of corner number 2.
I didn't have anything to lose on the last lap. Well, I guess I had second to lose, but I was going for first.
Here comes Mark Martin trying to make a move off of corner number 4. It's a drag race. Wow. Won, but I wouldn't say for sure.
Why are those guys jumping up and down, though? They don't know they won.
That had to be one of the closest, if not the closest finish in NASCAR Winston Cup history.
That was a race that we really did have to go back to the tape to see who did cross the line first.
We back it up here, and you see Mark Martin's car. Davey Allison right here is probably 12, maybe 10 inches at best, but Allison beats him across, frame by frame advancing here. The video finish goes to Davey Allison.
Almost got there, got beside him, and just a little short on the momentum at the exit of the corner. But had I done that the lap before, I might have been able to complete the pass.
That was a real pivotal day for us as a race team, because it was tough. You know, my mom and dad sold their house to buy the team and gave their heart and soul to it, but it was just a tough time. So that day after we won, you know, it was obviously clear to him that, hey, maybe we can make this thing work and keep it going, and it was a big moment for us.